All right, I'm back here after 3 years. Who am I here with?
I'm Lori, the assistant curator here at Turpentine Creek.
So it's been 3 years. What are the changes?
We have a ton of changes. We've been building really fast, doing a lot of improvements like we always do, but the last few years it's been even faster than normal. We used to have a lot of smaller enclosures. We've got everybody out in real large natural habitats now, so all the cats have grass under their feet and large places to play. We've built a vet hospital, a state-of-the-art vet hospital as well that just opened just a few weeks ago. We've done a couple surgeries already, so that's really exciting for us. We're able to do all of our vet care on site now, so having to travel with the animals, which is fantastic. If you want to go out and visit some of the animals, we can and see who we've got going on. Well, this is Bam Bam. He's our grizzly bear. We rescued him out of Oklahoma, actually, and he was kept as a pet by somebody. They had him basically in a garage. Not a lot of space, but probably a 10 by 20, 10 by 30 enclosure, all concrete. No, not a lot of sunlight. No sunlight, actually. So we rescued him, brought him here, and he's got this huge, amazing habitat now. His gigantic pool that he gets to play in. As you can see, they're foragers by nature, so he does like to dig. Everybody can feel safe, though. There's a 2-foot concrete footer all the way around his habitat, and then each of the poles is down 4 feet into the ground, all surrounded with concrete, so he can't go anywhere. But he will dig around at his grass and at his rocks, and we actually try to do a lot of behavior-based enrichment for them and keeping. So we actually, in the morning, we scatter feed all his produce for him. So we throw it out all over the habitat, buried under things. So he actually forage for his food. This is Meg, the keeper, who's working with Alex, one of our cougars.
Say hi, Meg.
Hello. She's concentrating. Can't bother. But we've started this behavioral management program back in January. We're working with some of the animals to get them to do different behaviors that'll help us with vet care and basic husbandry. You can see if she can get her to lay down.
Holy moly.
See, in these behaviors, they're fun to look at, kind of what you do with your dog, but they actually do have a lot of husbandry aspects to them. The up position, if she had to have surgery on her belly or had an injury or a sore or anything like that, we'd be able to get her to stand and we could see it without having to sedate her to do that. A lot of the behaviors include things like giving their sides, so we actually have access to all parts of their body, doing a paw behavior so we can see their pads, even just as simple as something as come, which is, some of the animals don't want to come to us, so that's a good training method. And then some of the little guys, we've been working with shifting them into pet taxis, these guys into their night houses, so they'll shift and move when we want them to. This is Ziggy the tiger, and Hannah, one of our full-time animal care staff, is his trainer right tonight. And he's being a little stubborn, it looks like. But he has a hard time seeing. He's got some issues with his eyes, so he's a little harder to train him, a little more challenging, because he doesn't really always see what you want him to do. And he's also stubborn, which is part of the problem too. I mean, they're cats. So our training program we don't force anything on the cats. It's sort of up to them if they want to do it. And again, it's all reward-based, so it's all, they get treats when they do the right thing.
Oh, so he's getting a treat right now.
Yep, that's meat. That's butcher meat.
Oh, geez.
He's getting, so... it's nothing's negative when they don't do something right. If we just don't give them the reward, they get something when they do something correct. So if they do something wrong, they don't get penalized for it. They just don't get the treat.
All right. Well done, big guy. Do you love working with the animals? I do. You did so good.
This is Harley the black bear, and he was actually rescued out of Missouri at a facility that had a lot of issues with regulations with USDA, and basically USDA said you need to get rid of all your large carnivores. So we actually ended up rescuing 9 animals altogether. Harley was one of them. And then behind him is Thunder, a little black bear as well. You'd see he's kind of a cinnamon color, but he actually is a black bear. They come in a range of fur colorations. He was actually rescued out of Oklahoma, the same place Bam Bam was at.
Oh, okay.
They weren't together. They were both there in different separate enclosures. But these two actually, through the day when they go out in their in their habitat, they are together. We just separate them at night so that we can monitor their feeding, make sure they're both getting the right amount of diet. And actually, through the winter, when they're not really food motivated in the winter. They don't go through a full hibernation here, but they gotta go through a winter dormancy.